Hi guys, it's Steve from Fitness Training Co Limited. Hope you're all okay. And this is a short video talking about foam rolling and the different types of foam rolling exercises you can do as a sort of a generic pre or mainly post exercise. Okay, so what we do first of all is go through the different types of rollers. Now you have the more longer version, okay, and yeah, this is going to give you a little bit more flexibility to do more work with it. But yeah, they come in different sizes. There's a smaller size, which is probably a little bit easier to actually maybe put in a suitcase, possibly, or a sports bag if you're looking to travel or go anywhere work-wise or holiday, or you even have a baby size one, which is definitely an easy one to pack away. Obviously, the different sizes gives you more to use and more to play with. But yeah, you've got the three different types there. Going back to the first one, you do get even the longer version foam rollers, okay, which are the smoother versions. So these have the little what we call trigger points on them, so that you can get into the muscles a little bit deeper, and works a little bit more like a massage technique, like you would see like a sports massage therapist. So these are quite good for what we're going to be doing today, which is why I'm not using a smooth foam roller that you would have possibly come across. There's also a couple of other things here. You've got different types of balls. Now, same size as a tennis ball. Tennis balls tend to have a little bit more give in them, even though they're quite hard. These are actual proper sort of physiotherapy balls. Really rigid, especially the red one. It's really tough. You can't really do anything with it. And bounces a little bit. Not too much bounce, a bit more bounce than a tennis ball. But these are really good as well for certain areas of your body, which I'll go through. And to finish off, just one other little item here, which is really mainly like a self massage on your calf muscles. Okay, so I'll go through that right at the end. And yeah, this is just another added feature really that you could add to your sports equipment. So going through the foam rolling here, it doesn't really matter where you start, okay? So let's start with the legs. Let's start with the calf muscles. I'm going to drop the camera down a little bit here. So you've got the foam roller. You could use the smaller one, and they don't all come in the same colour. You can get different colours. Now, if you're doing your calf muscles, okay, there's two parts of your calf. There's the soleus at the bottom. There's the gastrocnemius, which is the higher one towards your knee. Yeah, so with this, there's no real right or wrong way of doing it, but the main thing is that if there's any tightness there, that's what you're looking to release, and so then the muscles will feel obviously better after any exercise that you've done. So the whole idea to this is just to release the any lactic acid that builds up within the muscles themselves. So what you do here, obviously you've got one leg on the roller itself, the other leg is here as a support, and you've got your hands obviously that you need some support. And all you do, okay, I would start from the bottom where the ankle area is, and I would be then, let's just drop that out so we can see it a little bit more, there we go, and then just lifting your bottom off the floor, rolling back and forth, just little movements there. And I tend to angle the leg a little bit here, so you get right into the different parts of your soleus muscle there. Yeah, and then just start to work up a little bit more. It really depends, again, like on how much tightness you have here, okay? So, but then you're just working your way up slowly. Yeah. And you could do this for, again, depends on how tight those muscles are feeling, up to a couple minutes. Okay, so You just go nice and easy, and then you can always have a little shake off, and then you can work again, and then you can start to work downwards again. Okay, so that's nice and simple there. So you could use a smaller one, the tiny one for it as well. Yeah, it's doable. There you go. Or the mid-range size obviously works perfectly as well. Okay, so you obviously would do both sides there. You can do your hamstrings. Hamstrings are a little bit more a tricky one to do, but again, it's a similar thing. You've got your supporting leg there, and you've got your hands on the floor, and again, you're working through the hamstrings. There's 3 parts of your hamstrings, okay? So they're like little strips that go down each part of the back of your leg there. So again, it's moving around on it. And again, changing the position of the foam roller as you go from either from top towards the knee or the opposite direction, knee up towards your bottom, okay? But again, it's just angling around, any tightness there. That's it. And you get right to those hamstrings there, okay? So just remember to use your hands, lifting your bottom up, and then going from different parts to get right into those hamstrings there. Okay, so that works quite nicely as well. And then the opposite to your hamstrings, here you've got your quadriceps. So quadricep muscles here, again, there's 3 parts to the quadricep, okay? So you want to make sure you get into that. So you get into a position where you're lying on the floor, okay? I always take the roller first of all around the knee area, just above the knee there, and I just start to go back and forth, just little movements, okay? 1 inch or 2 inches, back and forth, and again, depends on any tightness there. Yeah, use your elbows, use your arms. I've got my other leg on the floor, and I just move around onto that quadricep. Yeah, and again, I just start to lift it up a little bit higher into the meatier part, I'd say, of your quadricep. Yeah, right into the middle there, and just keep working up slowly. And anywhere you feel any tightness, you then focus a little bit more onto that area. So normally I'd be putting the TV on, watching a bit of TV whilst doing this. Kills a bit of time, yeah. If there's any TV that you need to catch up on, any recordings or anything like that, then you can do that as well at the same time. And all I'm doing here is just change the position and working further up towards my hip flexors, right at the top of the legs, okay? So there you go. And again, you swap the legs over. And to really complete the part of the legs there, you've got this, if you've come across it before, the IT band, all the way to the side here. So from knee up towards the hip, yeah. This long band that we have can get quite tight again. Some people suffer more with it than others. And with the IT band, yeah, you lie on your side. Again, I will start around just the top of the knee. Use my hands, again, to support. And I'm going, again, a couple of inches each way, back and forth. Yeah. And then working down again, or working upwards, whichever way you're going to go. All the way through it. You don't want to spend too long in the same area, okay? So you want to keep changing it. So I'm doing sort of 5, 6 here, and then I'm moving it a bit, so then it doesn't become too uncomfortable, too painful. And then once you've done the whole length of it, yeah, then I will go back again and start again. Or again, have a little recovery, yeah, and then go back onto it. So IT bands. completes like the leg area there. What you could then do for the larger version, you could get away with the smaller roller here, is focus on your back. Yeah. So what you can do here is place it underneath the lower spine, lifting your bottom up, okay, supporting your head with your hands, and just relax. Like it looks like you can do a stomach crunch, and then you're just going to roll back and forth here. Yeah, just nice and easy movements. Again, any tightness there, and then you start to again just change the position a little bit. You're rolling a little bit further up the back, okay? There's anything there, more into the middle part, upper back. It's really good for the thoracic spine here. So, and again, you can change the angle as you roll from side to side. There's a few crunches there, so it's quite nice to get those crunches out. If you feel like you want to add a little bit more, you can actually do a few movements back and forth 3 or 4 times, and then you do a little twist to the side, back to the centre, a little twist to the other side. That stretches the back out, and just do 2 of those on each side. Okay, so working all the way up through your back. So that's kind of gives you an idea, okay, of a few exercises to do. Like I said, as a pre or post, more of a post roller exercise regime there. And they're quite generic, which is quite good. Talking about these balls, yeah, so this is a little bit heavier or harder than this one. So again, you could use a normal tennis ball if you wanted to, okay? Like I said before, a tennis ball gives you a little bit more give. So if I was to use one of these, really good for in your buttocks, okay? The foam roller doesn't really get and target those areas properly. So what you could do with the ball is place it underneath your bottom, yeah, your glutes, and here you go. I've got, again, my knees bent, both feet on the ground, and I'm just rolling onto it. Yeah, go rolling back and forth. And again, any tightness there. And it works a little bit like, someone putting an elbow in, if you've ever had that for a sports massage before, or physio session. Yeah, it's very, very similar. If you've never used this before, it's really good. So you just place that around in different parts of your bottom, and that gets right into it there. You can also use it for your back, okay? So you've just used the foam roller there, but you could use that into your back as well. So if there's any knots in your back, tends to be the upper back, you can use that as well. So I'm lying onto it there, okay? Let's go a little bit further back here. And I'm just rolling back into it. Yeah. All I'm doing is placing a little bit of pressure. Don't need to be too much pressure because you're getting the pressure from the ball. So just right into those knots there. So if there's any knots, you can get right into them quite deep. Nice and easy because you're lying down. Don't have to worry about anything else. You just move into it. But these are more for specific areas, okay? So like I said, if there's any tightness in your back area, they can get really deep into it. You could even do it with the ball standing up against the wall. So you could place it against your back, obviously against the wall, and then up and down, just standing up and down, moving up and down, and that can also work. On the floor, obviously you don't have to worry about that, so the ball's gonna slip away from the wall. So again, that gives you a few exercises there, okay, a few different things to think about. And then there's the self-massage, mainly for calves, yeah? So this is a company called 66 Fit, so but there'll be different brands here, but these are quite good because it's light and you can, again, it's quite easy storage if you're going anywhere and you need to take it with you. And all you do, you can sit down, that's quite easy, and you just roll back and forth, yeah? Roll back and forth. And all you're doing is getting into your calves. Yeah, so really good for your calf muscles. You could do it for your quads. Be careful you've got hairy legs. But it really works nice on the calves there. And even into your shins, your tibialis anterior, is your muscles here. You can get into there a little bit deeper as well, okay? So it works there as well. So again, that's a really good way. So these are, exercises and types of pre or post exercises to do with your stretching techniques, okay? So it's just a nice complement to it. And you can do this anytime, okay? Anytime as well. It doesn't just have to be after exercise sessions. You can do it anytime at all. If you have 10, 15 minutes spare during the day, then you can add that into it as well. Watch a bit of TV, like I said. I will be adding more videos, a bit more specific on muscle groups, especially with the foam rollers, okay? So this is to start you off with generic exercises to do. If you have any questions, you can contact me on my email, which is steve@fitnesstraining.co, or on my website, which is www.fitnesstraining.co. Okay? I will see you very soon for the next set of videos. Take care now.